It's a crazy move. Coming back on at bloody 2:45. Hilarious. Because I wasn't finished. I was not finished. I obtained a flare. Apparently, I obtained a flare, but no, it's not there. Where is the flare? Turn off live preview. And volume level display. Why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I want to see what is highlights. Record. Don't want to do that. So I just downloaded a bunch of samples that I found on Loop Cloud. As I've got a trial. And I just was kind of half falling asleep. Putting a baby to bed, back to sleep. But I really want to try auto-tuning some of these vocals to fit with what I've got here. See if I can transform it in some way. So let's see what we can do. I don't normally come back on. I kind of feel sad that I had to cut the live stream with like a chat full. That was unfortunate. I think I had 20 people on, which was very nice. Nothing to lose anyway. Everyone will be back, I'm sure. Where is Loop Cloud? Apparently there's a Loop Cloud app, which probably will make my life easier. But anyway, let's see what we've got.
Bounce. Drop it. Hey. Yummy. Woo! Oh. Do.
What have we got? That's what we've got. So if I whack, let's just check these out of tune samples.
Hey.
Me say feet, 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 me say feet. The nice, the nice, the nice, the.
And stick these through auto-tune in just a sec.
Oh yeah. Boom.
Never let go.
I think obviously I'm on the trial period of Loop Cloud and you get 100 free. I should be selling, I should be making money from this or something, shouldn't I? When you get a trial, you get like 100 free credits. Some samples cost like 2 credits. So I got a mixture of drum fills and female vocals and stabs mainly, and some male ones too. So and there were some like anime ones, which I think are quite funny. I should have a crowd cheering every so on. Not like that, not twice though. Hi Bipolar. In OBS, so I use OBS to control the live stream, and in OBS there's a script called Zoom to Mouse. I made a short video on it on my videos. If you look on there, I think it's either the latest one or the one before it. Yeah, it's a really cool script that does zoom to mouse. It takes a bit of doing to get it to work, but it does work.
Yeah.
World unity and them can't stop it. Rise up!
It's good as well.
Take it up! Take it up!
So is that. It's pretty intense. But not on that channel. I need a new one for that. Good luck, bipolar, if that's what you're doing, setting that up. If you like messing with things, just all you got to do is believe that it will work, because it does work. I need to go on a forum actually, and tell them how I got it working. Just I owe it to the community really. It's given me good. It's given me a good thing being able to zoom in. What am I looking for? Okay, so.
Take it up! Yeah, man! Yeah, man!
Yeah, man. Can you play it? There's nothing much to play at the moment. I'm just trying to. Just trying out some. Thanks, ham and cheese. I like ham and cheese. I like ham and cheese. Thanks for following. Ham and cheese. Okay, so I'm going to put this. The idea was why I've come back on the live stream is because I wanted to whack this new plugin on called Auto Shift, which has been a long time in the making for Ableton, and it is auto-tune basically. I'm going to feed it a MIDI signal, and where are we going? We're going into 1819. It's not there. Where is it? 20. It's before 20. Okay, that's weird. You'd think it'd be there, but it's not. MIDI in. Alright, okay. It's like that, is it? You choose where to get the MIDI from. That's better. Yeah, we got a signal there, look. Bandlab, yeah. Bandlab, but is it on Android? Oh, browser. That's amazing. Amazing that you can do it in the browser. Yeah, Ableton's man. Ableton is my favourite. Sounds like trumpet. What's going on here? Where you can do chords as well. It's crazy. I think this is why it took them so long to develop this, because it's very useful. All I've got to do is figure out what key my actual tune is in. D and D and G. That's probably a D major, isn't it? Which is quite low. for a dubstep tune. Whoa, this is not what I expected to happen. Sounds good. Should we just do that? This was worth coming down. This is worth being extremely tired tomorrow for. Is it though? It's like hell. Not having enough sleep is hell. But this is heaven, so. We're gonna go with this and see where this takes us. Play from there. I love it. Check. Yeah, I mean, this is what I was excited about Live 12. Why I was excited about Live 12, because I don't auto shift it, even though I don't use vocals. I do use them now though, like vocal samples, but not my own vocals. Mint. So if we put this into the intro. See, it can't be a D major because the C is missing. I don't know what scale that is. Maybe it is an A. Should I put A into and see what happens? The C is still not. Oh, well, turn off then. Just do it by ear. Seen that graveliness? I wonder if there's a way. Non-Seville. I do, yes. Terrapastel. Spotify. Quickest way is probably to look at my music on TikTok. There's that separate tab on my profile, and then I think you should be able to at least add a track from there, and then when you're next on Spotify, it'll show up. That's like to save you actually typing letters. Thanks for following Non-Seville. So, can we make this less gravelly? I don't think. But we can do some other. We can take the highs out, can't we? EQ8. You're doing great. Wish you could do more. What do you wish you could do? So if we put reverb on it. Reverb. Do a hybrid reverb? It always sounds better than a normal reverb. But we'll just go for a short. You right, Henry? I'm happy 3 AM. Is it that time? Oh, it is 3 AM. Happy 3 AM anyway. I decided to come back downstairs and start again because I just had to try. I got a load of vocal samples on Loop Cloud, and I had to try tuning them to this because I wasn't really going anywhere tonight with this track. I was like, I just wanted to chuck some vocal samples in here. I think I've been trying to do this for days and I always get distracted with playing tunes people suggest. So I chucked it in and put auto shift on it, which is like Ableton's new auto, what's it called? Guess like that. What's it called? I forgot what the original was called. Antari's Auto Tune. Oh yeah, and got this. Oh. Sounds weird, but so mixed results. Does it? Yeah. It's seen 8 FL fries my brain a bit as well. Does FL have a free like an auto tune thing like this? Because it has had a few things ahead of Ableton. I think it had the Convolver before Ableton had an official one. But now Ableton's got hybrid, not a built-in. Okay. I assume it's quite hard to program because it took Ableton until version 12 to implement it. And it does work pretty well, but on this material I've fed it, it sounds a bit gravelly. Gravelly. Sounds good though, but this bit sounds better with this. put that? What about if we put that in there? Yeah, it's the vocal, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's because it's got reverb, but it's... You can't really auto-tune something, can you, if it's got... Yeah, it's reverb. That's what it is. Oh wait, no, I've got the reverb. Yeah, it's still reverb. Bit crush, just really destroy the sound there, just like... I can't not try Bit Crush in any situation. I have to hear what it sounds like. It always sounds good. Not so good on that bit. That was a bit loud. Vocal hits are just the best things to play with, really. They just make any track sound better. What if? Oh yeah, no, that's so. There were other vocal sounds like this one. So just repeat that. Okay, that's definitely improved the track, I think. So you've got to ask your professor. I mean, it's pretty cool that you've got a professor that you can ask those things. Oh right, okay. Logic. I was going to go to Logic. A lot of producers were using the Logic when I went off Cubase. Nice. EDM. It's a funny term, isn't it? It should mean all dance music, shouldn't it? Literally. This is EDM. But it's funny, talking about genres is funny. It happens a lot on this live stream. Especially when it comes to what is bassline and what is speed garage, and you know, it's never ending. But yeah, Logic and Pro Tools was like the industry standard, wasn't it, for big studios. But now if you can just get a laptop and run Ableton on it, and you can just make music anywhere, can't you? Like at any time. So that takes up a lot of... The bass takes up a lot of... Because of the harmonics, it takes up a lot of frequency range. A lot of bandwidth. In Stranded Mushu, yeah, I mean... If the goal is to work in one of those big studios and you know, at least know the basics of Pro Tools, you have got a better chance of like getting into a big studio. I guess, I don't know, it depends what they think you want out of the course. But learning Pro Tools, if you also like, if you learn Pro Tools, you'll be able to use any other sequencer really. I've never used Pro Tools, but it's, you know, you can copy, paste, or cut audio, and do all the things that you can. Put MIDI in, overdub, use plugins. You know, it's all the same really. Isn't it? No way! I bet that was well cool. Yeah. No way. I don't know how Dolby Atmos works. I still don't know how it works. Yeah. No. Is it like a new standard for sort of 3D audio? Is that what it is? Like spatial. So you're sort of mixing in a space rather than 2D, yeah. See, it's funny that because they were trying. There was always some kind of. I remember watching Tomorrow's World back in the 90s. Or was it? Yeah, it was probably the 90s. And they said it would be the future one day, like 3D audio. But no one ever managed to make a standard for it. And then Dolby Atmos just came out of nowhere. Because I mean, Dolby set so many standards, didn't he, with that like noise reduction on cassette tape and stuff. So yeah, it's only fitting that they came up with a reliable name in sort of setting standards. Yeah. Sinner. It is. I mean, it should be, in theory, it should be perfect for making like quiet, non-distorted things as well. Like you should be able to record an entire orchestra in here and it sound as good as any other DAW. Yeah. But yeah, it is perfect for making distorted songs. I'm going to mute that and do. I'm going to take some of the grittiness of this lead. Oh, dream. Sounds like a dream. Pure audio manipulation. Should have gone an octave above. Boom, boom, hey. It's amazing, this new effect. Let's loop. Loop, the best bit. Drone lead synth in the higher octaves. It's not a bad idea, that, you know, Henry. Sony LFC. This is probably dubstep. It's got some of the signposts of dubstep with the way they're kicking the snare out and the bass. I'm just kind of experimenting with this track. Not just seeing where it's taking itself. I just had some ideas for chucking some vocal samples in and then using auto-tune played it with MIDI. Well, it's called auto shift. So drone, do you know what drone is I think Yeah. There's one thing I always think that would work to make a track fill in the missing bit that's always missing from my tracks is to put a drone, but whenever I put one in, it doesn't sound right. Maybe I've gotten too used to the sound by then, or I've not chosen the right sound, or I've made it too loud in the mix. But Henry, it sounds like you know what you're talking about there, so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that right now. So I'll put a new serum in. Try serum. Drone lead synth pad, but like not nice. Yeah, I self-taught myself synthesis. I learned more. I did a year in music technology, but that was more mixing in a studio. It was like recording. We did a bit of MIDI stuff, but not synth. It was like presets. Just make household techno. I mean, that's the solution. That's my chosen genres happen to be like D&B and dubstep, and then non-genre stuff, just sort of like anything goes. But we do have a lot of fans of house and techno come on this live stream and saying make some house or techno. Make some bassline. So I actually have made some bassline. I've started a bassline tune based on requests to make one, and that's going quite well. So you know, house or techno isn't it, it's not completely out of the realms of possibility on this live stream. I am making everything at 140 at the moment, so maybe not house, but techno can exist at 140. So we might do a techno tune. We'll see. If it is techno, it's probably going to have some bass in it though, which could make it speed garage. I just have to have some subs. I'm a sub kind of guy. My teacher had an original C++ Novation base station. No way. Nice. I remember I could have bought that synth once when it had already been out for a while. I was like trying to decide what to spend my money on, and instead I got a Novation Supernova and went really stupid on a credit card. Very dumb, but I got it and learned how to control like it was a virtual analog synthesizer. It didn't sound like an analog synthesizer at all, but it did have 8 outputs, so you have 8 things in parallel. And obviously you need a desk or a console to bring all those signals together as well, but it did get very expensive. And then, you know, software got better, so I switched to software mostly. I do need to use a sub bass. Not every time. Not every time. Yeah. But I do like making bass music. I love bass music. Probably more than. But you know, we've listened to lots of house on this channel live. So this pad, I'm calling it a pad now. Your suggestion was to a drone lead synth and a higher octave. This sounds like a higher octave, but it sounds a bit like snowflakes are falling or something. Wait, maybe that's better. It's had a bit of noise, that's probably what it's missing. Yeah, it's an analog synth. I don't know why I thought it was, because I had the Supernova, which was a virtual digital thing. and I didn't like the sound of it very much. It had its own sound, but it had quite a unique sound. Considering it was digital, you'd think because it's digital it can be replicated in anywhere, but I've not heard anything like it since. But I just assumed the Novation base station was digital, and I was wrong all that time. Like that. But that's not drone if I go. Or is it? Still mostly a drone, no? Is that high enough though? Or does it need to be higher? Definitely fills out the spectrum a bit. All my favourite music always has, I compare it to my own, and you know, some say don't do that because yours will never sound as good, but I compare it with Border Canada or some like amazing textural like masterpieces of music, and mine always sounds like too dry. And I'm like, so I add more reverb because dry, you think, oh, dry, add some reverb, that will make it less dry. But then it sounds like it's got too much reverb. So obviously what Boards of Canada are doing, they're using just loads of textures. They're just using the texture of the tape itself, the sounds, because they've been through tape and recorded through tape, that just gives it its own randomness. So there's another secret actually. Let's just do it right now. This sound, it's already kind of a bit random because of the noise, but we can make it more random than that. We can put a chaos on the pitch. Turn down the amount a bit. Why is it going up? That's weird. It shouldn't just, oh. This because that was turned on. Now it sounds a bit more imperfect, like tape. Square. He's saying this. He's saying the it should be a square wave that we're playing with here, not a saw. I thought it's like a saw, bit kind of a saw, that, isn't it? There's a square. Saw and square, and this acid one is. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I feel like I've messed up the sound I had. I should have started with a new one. I think that was it. Just duplicate it. This is what I do all the time. It's just if I've got a sound that's okay, just save it there for later, and then play with a new one, because it's just easier than pressing undo. And actually Serum doesn't undo properly. It's terrible. There isn't an undo button in Serum, which is really surprising. So go for a square. It's kind of like a, I think mini is mini Moog. I think these are like mini Moog shapes. And a square on here. Should we go for another mini Moog shape? basic mini. That's obviously a is it a triangle? But yeah, there. Sounds like that. Something's wobbling it. Oh, is this? Oh, don't think I want that. Okay, what's this one? This can be quiet, can't it? There's another thing that I'm still actually working on is that not everything has to be loud. Not everything has to be right at the front of the mix. Usually I try and mix so that everything is, but that's not what the wise experienced producers who I read about and the wisdom they give away, that's not what they say to do. Don't try and make everything as loud as each other. Have some stuff in the background. But it happens to me every time I get to the mixing stage and I'm like, I'm doing well balancing things so that everything is quite loud. But then some things compete and then I have to be like, well, they can't both be in the same place at the same time, these two sounds. Something's got to go to the back or be muted completely. But they're different. This is like having something in an octave range that's not being used, really. Or the fundamentals aren't this high. And just having it nice and quiet, so it's always there. Yeah. That perhaps needs to go. That brings us to like 2 minutes. Well, a minute a bit. There's not really a proper intro yet, but what to do after that? Don't know. Could just go down into breakdown already. Do a movie boom. Actually, shall I do a movie boom? No, what's after that? Yeah, no, well that's it. The big man upstairs likes to he likes to go to sleep and he likes the project to be bounced and listen to it another day, and then that's when the ideas come. I'm pretty sure that's what. I'm not trying to second guess the big man, but I reckon that's what he'd want. Does sound a bit eerie. It's worked for me anyway, doing it like this, doing taking breaks and listening another day to get a fresh listen, but not the next day, like at least 3 days. But it has to be bounced, the whole audio saved and bounced. So for this bit, oh yeah, so I want to do Control and F5, and I'm just gonna do big movie. I don't know what they call it, a big boom. You know, in a movie trailer. I'll just have that really low bass. I did make some. I'm sure I made some. I'm sure I made something. Pads, plugs, sound effects. Two sound crickets. We don't want crickets. String wavetable. I would have called it something weird instead of movie. It's dead simple though. Just get some kind of put a LFO one on master tune. Actually, you probably won't be able to hear this when I finally tune it on. Yeah. Oh yeah, good idea getting some Z's. Nice chatting, Henry. Enjoy. Much love to you. See you soon. Well, I've been producing for 20 years. And I started in the 90s. So you'd have to guess. I can't remember what my default response was. I had a new default response if anyone asked my age. It was like, someone said between 20 and 50, and I was like, yep. Between 20 and 50, it's basically. I've got the youth is on my side, I think. I've gotten away with it. Just about. You can't see the wrinkles on camera. Keep going. I don't think there's many. There's probably not many guys my age doing this that aren't like doing it for a job. Do you know what? It's probably harder for someone who has had success as a producer and had made a living from it. Then CDs went out of fashion and you couldn't make money from music as easily as it, and streaming came along and you get paid a fraction, and then having to go from, you know, being a career, well, a producer who's paid to be a producer all day, to someone who's doesn't have hardly any money from all that music they made, and then having to get a job. I think that's a lot harder than what I've had to go through. I've done it the other way around, where I had a normal job and wanting to, make a living off what my favourite thing to do. Who wouldn't? It's like the hardest thing to do. It's like playing life on hard mode. But if you just do what you love to do, it doesn't really matter, does it? You don't need to make money from it. Hi Cosmic. Best of Food, thanks for following. I was on from about midnight until just before 2, and then the baby started crying, so I had to go and feed her, and then I had an idea to put some vocal samples, which I've been trying to put these in for like days now into this project. I just keep getting distracted with playing tunes that people suggest. So I was like, right, I'm going to come downstairs and play and just do this little thing, start another live stream. So I managed to get them in, and they're in now, and I'm happy. I did the thing, but I'm going to be horrendously tired tomorrow. Have you not thought about making music that will get streams? Oh, see. No, see, I want to do, if I can make music that I find fun to make, then yes, I can. But if it's like, if I have to bend too much and I'm not enjoying it, then I'm not interested in the money. I'd rather make art that's true to me. And that's why I'm a poor artist. Because all the artists who ever do that usually don't get recognition in their lifetime. Even going back to classical times, the composers who make all those classical pieces that we all know and celebrate, they made their money from teaching or performing in an orchestra in some way, like being part of a scene. So, not ideally, but part of one of my plans was to, the money making side of things could be me DJing D&B, going around the country touring, even though that would be I probably won't do that now. Now I've got kids. But that's one way. I could at least bring in some money from all of this while when I come home, and then I make stuff that's not D&B. That's almost impossible to market without a team or a label to work for you. Yeah. Run the risk of giving up on projects. Yeah. I mean, so what was exciting was one of my friends who I'd met out and about, he was making a game using, what's that engine called? There's a game making engine that's like well known, and he had 2 games on the go. FTOC. Right, let me bounce this. Movie bin. Oh, I need to save it as well. What was I saying? He asked me, could I do the music for his game? I'm like, all right, what would you like? And then he said I could pay you as well. I was like, all right, yeah. What would you like? And he said Oxygen by Jean-Michel Jarre. So I remember listening to that as a kid. My mum used to put it on, and I was like, oh, do you know what? It'll be fun for me to just reverse engineer this. Like, there's a certain style to all these sounds. It's all analog synthesizers and sequences. So I just had fun, like making these sounds in Ableton, trying to just listening to the track on YouTube and then going back and trying to make all these laser sounds and all these like little weird plinky plunky sounds. And it went right. I just started making just ambient music, and he says, "Oh, I like those, but can you make it more like Oxygen Part 2 or Part 4? I've forgotten the most popular track out of the whole album. He just wanted everything to sound like that. I was like, oh, I could do. And I said, but he wanted 10 tracks that were all like 4 or 5 minutes each. He said, how much would that cost? I'm like, well, that's quite a lot of work to make them 4 or 5 minutes each and kind of not copying the original Oxygen Part 2. I'd have to, so I did a calculation. So like, I've never charged anyone for a commission before, but I worked out it was like 400 quid or something that I would be happy to do it for. It is, isn't it? It was meant, the ones I came up with were really good. They were like, sounded like that style, and I was really proud of myself for it. But to do another 9 of them would have been, I would have had to break some sweat, I think, over it. But anyway, from that whole project, he just disappeared and he never finished the game. He might still finish it one day, and I should maybe offer my work for free, because I think I'd quite like my music in a game, and if I don't get paid for it, fine. If I can take a percentage cut of the profit of it, I would be happy with that. He was never in a position to give me 400 quid, you know. Maybe he will one day, I don't know. But 2, yeah, it would be. But what spawned from it, from being asked to do that, was an entire ambient album. I did an entire. I had always kind of wanted to. I'd always loved Aphex Twin. Did I bounce it already? Yeah. I always loved Aphex Twin at Selected Ambient Works too. And I always kind of wanted to do, I thought I'd love to do an ambient album on one day that's a bit like that, like a double album length. So I did. And it's on Spotify. It's called Ambient Encounters. Have I got this file? I have still got the file. But let's play some DMB. Just because we're always changing the theme every second.
How to make diesel sounds.
Played this in Chester
Diesel sounds.
to a crowd of about 2 people. So it's not had enough listens yet, but it got flagged for copyright on Insta because it samples a meme, how to make diesel sounds, and it's just someone who's typed R, loads of R's into, I think it's a Mac speech generator, and I just sampled the meme, made a DB tune out of it.
How to make diesel sounds.
But yeah, if you like ambient music, it's not even all ambient. That's why I've called it Ambient Encounters, because it's got there's bits where you run into beats, so it's like an encounter. Yeah, like even Aphex Twin's Ambient Works wasn't all no beats. Yeah, I don't know what happened actually. I can't actually remember. Maybe I just went over the 1 minute limit on Instagram, because they only let you put 1 minute tracks up if they kept detected music. I think it's just any music, because they're just covering their ass for copyright. So I can't actually remember for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's easy, like the default setting seems to be get money from everywhere on YouTube with the content ID thing. It's just built in, isn't it? But no, I'm okay about it. At least SoundCloud let me host it, so SoundCloud don't know about it. Should we... Do you know Oxygen? Cosmic? By Jean-Michel Jarre? Because if you did, I'd be like, well, listen to this, my version of Oxygen. It would make good 2D game music still on its own, I think, and I still need to hit him up. He started writing a game. He split with his partner, and then started writing a game. And he was always moaning about his partner and how she was like this and like that. And I was just like, yeah, you better off without her, mate. Like, that sounds like a nightmare. And then nothing happened. I made these things, I sent them to him. He didn't really get back to me on it. He didn't say where those tunes I've nearly finished or anything. He just vanished for a year. And then I spoke to him and he said, I'm back with her now. I'm like, well, that's probably good because they had a kid together, so it's probably good that he you know, it takes two, doesn't it? It probably wasn't all her. Yeah, no one makes TV. Like, I played this in Wrexham a few times. Like, can you hear the inspiration from Happy Hardcore? Where it's kind of happy. The guitar. Crikey. It's nearly 4. It's crazy. Louver new set. What's Louver? Louver? Alright. Well, what I should do though, really should do, is go to bed. Because I should have gone to bed at 2. And then I got back up again. And now I'm just burning through. Where's... Oh, this is getting confusing. Where's my window? Oh, what's that?
Show me.
Louver. Right, is that you? Oh, my eyes hurt. On SoundCloud. Well, Baron, yeah, I wasn't gonna fucking stream that. It'll catch up with me. It'll hit me. Probably tomorrow. My choices have consequences. Louver UK.
Show me.
Oh. Go on, let's have one from Louver, and then I've got to go. Listen to Cameron. Oh shit! I mean, I've got to go, but MB, yeah. Which one are we listening to? Oh, you're DJ.
Oh, it's a choice.
What's MB? Big one, G. Whoa, how you keep mixing fast so fast? I swear I'm not so old, and that is just fast. That sounds like 186. Am I right? faster. 180. Oh, I don't know. Should follow you intense. I'll follow you on next level profile. So yeah, that's intense. It's a lot of double drops. Like, yeah. Call me old fashioned. That's insane. That's a bit slow. Yeah. I need to go to bed, but what's in is my last track, and then I am absolutely gonna go because I don't think I'll be on tomorrow night because I'll just be ill. I think I'll just by 9 o'clock I'll be feeling pretty rough. Cameron button. How's your head not melted? I think it is. I think it is proper melted. I don't know what I'm loading here. It's a lot too crazy for my brain. Anyway, I came on to do a little bit of work on this track, and I did, and it went well. It went bloody well. So there's that. It's called Nerve Number 5, and what I did was, I'm gonna type notes. It's like a log, a piece of software. Every tune, I type this in. Added loop, cloud, vocals, then auto tuned with MIDI, and then removed some bass harmonics to make room, and then of course Henry, who was just in the chat, have a high octave drone, then chaos modulated, yeah, with noise. Hey, comprehensive. This is how we make progress. Review, lots of reviewing. Think about how $1 billion companies are run. That's what they do. I'm make what 10 cents every month or something. I don't want to work for $1 billion company though, you know. Do I work for Spotify? Because if I host my music on Spotify, do I work for them? Maybe. That's it. It's, what would you call it? What genre is that? It sounds like It's almost like donk. Dance music, yes. Why complicate things? That's dance music, that. Yeah, I could dance to that as well. Do you know what? I could actually dance to that because it's got a bass line in it. And it's got a nice vocal in it. Yeah, it's nice that. Bad pay via Spotify, that's right. Oh yeah, Cosmic, yeah. I forgot. I was kind of waiting for you to come on. I'm sure it will happen again, but we'll work on that track. It will happen. It will definitely happen because I want to finish that track. I want to try and finish it. I'm still looking forward to the moment where I get to play that in February. That track. I'm still excited about that track. Yeah, defo. But it might be a good few days yet. It could be. It probably won't be tomorrow night. I think I'm going to be in pain tomorrow night. In bed, not waking up. Sipping herbal tea or something. Anyway, it's been nice chatting again. I wish you all a good morning, night, whatever it is. And see you again soon. It's been great. Had great fun. Good night. Yekida. Good health to you all.